Mavs threes weren't falling, mainly, right? So so the Warriors ran away with it in the second half. What did you see?
I saw a lot. I mean, first off, I guess my headline would be that Luka most definitely is a top 5 offensive player in the league. Like, there's no doubt about that. But, man, he might be, and I'm saying this like in a laughing, sarcastic way.
Bottom 5?
He might be bottom 5 defensively.
Why is that sarcastic? It might be true.
Well, I'm just saying because, like, whenever people will look at things as an attack, and he has shown improvement because their team has shown improvement. Like, they're top 10 defensively now compared to where they were at the bottom last year. And I think but a lot of that is an amoeba from Jason Kidd and some of the defensive schemes.
But all playoffs, they run plays right at him.
Well, that's everybody. I mean, they ran plays at Max Kleber last night too, right?
Yeah,
so all I'm saying, though, is that there were so many possessions, and I get what he needs to bring to the table from an offensive production standpoint. But, there were plays where he just quit on plays. Like, legit was like, all right. There were plays where if you're watching the game and if you see the way the TV panels, you can always tell about, and this is why I give so much credit to guys like LeBron or we have Pat
not
Bev.
In the screen.
You're not in the screen, man.
Yeah.
And you were the one that turned the ball over. Here's something for everybody that's played sports, right? If you're a quarterback, Key, and you throw a pick and the dude is running by you and you just like, oh, okay.
Well, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Because I don't want no, but I was going to say I'm okay with that.
Because you don't want your quarterback to get hurt.
But
okay,
the receiver asked, I don't care where you at on the field, you better go get that dude.
Okay, so that's my thing. As me as a guard or as a hooper, if I turn the ball over and that leads to an offensive break, at least get your ass in the screen.
Better Metcalf
At least show me that there is some kind of intensity in your mind that you want to come back and redeem yourself from the turnover you had before. And I know plays happen quickly, but this happened multiple times last night, man. Where I'm like, yo, Luka, you got to something. Look, that's something. I mean, there was one play where Steph turns around after a turnover and walks it. He catches the ball half court and starts walking. And Lukas is like, I'm like, he's walking.
That might be Luka running,
though. He's walking. Well, that's my thing. So, like,
shoot.
the cumulative effect coming off Game 7, Sunday night, quick turnaround, you don't go home, you come straight to Golden State, and that on top of that?
What happens the next day? I know what happens in football when we watch film, but what happens in your film room in the NBA when y'all go to watch the game the
What
next
kind of coach
day?
do I have?
It's about the coach.
Yeah, if I have Jason Kidd, I would pray that Jason Kidd would push Luka and hold him accountable for things. Now, granted, Max brought up the point, they took 48 threes last night. They only made 11. They make threes, they're back in the game.
No, but I mean, I'm talking about the pure hustle.
Yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. But I'm still like, but those are the kind of things that they make threes. It hides all that, Max.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
it hides.
Luka talked. First of all, his offense is so gangster that everyone knows how bad his defense is, and people are still like, he might be the best player in the playoffs because of the control he has on the offense. But it wasn't the case yesterday. He wasn't great offensively yesterday. How will you improve for Game 2, Luka?
I mean, yeah, they were doing a great job on me, especially in the second half. But I think I gotta be better. That's not me. And as a leader, I gotta be better for the whole group. So that's on me.
Straight Talk Wireless, no contract, no compromise, and you got to give Wiggins credit too, who did a great job defensively.
It's not only Wiggins, man. I'm giving Steve Kerr credit. They threw a box and one at this dude. They threw multiple zone looks. It was not only Andrew Wiggins, it was also Draymond Green who was orchestrating the whole defense, communicating and barking the whole time about where he was and where shooters were. Like, they played a great game last night. Now, look, I don't always put a lot of, credence into, like, the first game, right? We saw Golden State get blitzed by 50-plus points to Memphis. But the way they played, you just feel like, and Key and I were talking about this, when Luka is offensively great, and if you can match that with somebody else, it just still feels at the end of the day, there's so much firepower. Like when Jordan Poole was making Max Kleber dance all night long last night, when Klay got going in the third quarter, you just don't feel like Dallas can match that scoring punch at times.
You know, Jay, as a basketball player, teams that have multiple guys that can do certain things on the floor from a scoring standpoint, those are the ones that win. If you got one guy that's really the guy, you've got to have a couple other guys that contribute at a high level, not just at a medium level. Mm-hmm. And I think that's one of Dallas' problems opposed to Golden State.
Get
Golden
their own
State
shot
got
guys.
many many guys that can get their own shot and do things. If one isn't falling, like I said yesterday, if somebody ain't hitting, you got somebody else. And then in terms of the trade-off, pick 3 dudes off Golden State to trade with Luka on the scoring side of the ball, but then you got another 2 to 3 that can still do some things. That's where the disadvantage comes in for me with Golden State versus Dallas. And I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Memphis blitzed them by 50 points, but that was back in Memphis. Golden State didn't have home court advantage. Now they drop these 2 to them at home. It's going to be difficult, in my opinion, for Dallas to get back in it.
Yeah, like any series. Let me know when the road team wins a game, right? Meantime, Key, what you just said, and Jay, I think that's exactly on the money. Even if you take the pre-KD Warriors, this Warriors team has more guys who can get their own shot at a certain level than those teams did, right? Clay's not what he used to be defensively, but Jordan Poole and Wiggins, they got more guys like that on this team. Team effort from the Warriors last night.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.